Finn Balor, in the main event on this show, earned a spot in the men's Money in the Bank match with a win over Roman Reigns and Sami Zayn in a triple threat match. He pinned Zayn with the coup de grace. Reigns was setting up for a spear to Sami when Jinder Mahal interfered. He grabbed Roman's leg. Jinder was very upset because earlier in the show he had been denied the opportunity by Kurt Angle to compete for a spot in Money in the Bank. And so he felt Roman didn't deserve it. He came out. He did something about it. And Sami hit Reigns with the haluva kick. That took him out of the picture. Balor then took over and he got the win. So it looks like the plan is for Roman Reigns to feud with Jinder Mahal, at least until Brock Lesnar is ready to end his vacation and come back and wrestle again. Now, on the one hand, I'm happy for Balor. Balor gets a spot in Money in the Bank and not Roman Reigns, and that's great. On the other hand, we're getting Roman Reigns versus Jinder Mahal. I can think of few matches that I would rather see less, that sound less exciting to me than Roman Reigns against Jinder Mahal. And that's more a knock on Jinder than it is on Roman. I'm not really even hating on Roman so much. But I'd rather watch a literal match. I'd take one match out of a match book. Doesn't even have to be lit. I would just sit there and stare at it than watch a Roman Reigns Jinder Mahal feud. Only Randy Orton, I think, against Jinder Mahal could possibly be worse. That to me is and always will be nightmare fuel. But if the idea is to feud Reigns with Jinder to ensure that he gets cheered, because that's what this looks like, right? This looks like this is Vince McMahon's latest plan to attempt to get the people behind Roman Reigns. Let's put him in there with a guy who everybody absolutely hates, and they'll have no choice but to cheer for Roman Reigns. The only problem with that is that all it's going to do is get people to cheer Jinder Mahal. They're going to get Jinder cheered. Now, not by everybody, of course. I'm not saying he's going to come out and get a thunderous ovation or anything like that, but this is not going to work out the way that they hope it will. And it is really amusing to me to see them keep trying like this instead of just embracing the hate. They keep on working against it. This goes to the whole thing about people being miscast in this company. Heel and face. This guy should be a face and he's a heel, and vice versa. Roman Reigns at this point should be turned for his own good, but they're not turning him. And Bobby Roode is a babyface when he should be a heel because nobody cares about him. The only problem is you can't turn everybody heel. I understand that. But look, I'm sure if we sat and did a talent evaluation of these two rosters, we could pick out at least half a dozen people who should probably, go from one side to the other. And then you just have to try to balance it out, right? You gotta try at least to have a relatively even number of heels and baby faces on the roster. Maybe to even things out, you got to call up a couple more names from NXT because they have a wealth of talent down there right now that you could choose from. But it is very amusing to see how hard they try, how little effort they put into other things. But on this one thing, they just will not give up. They just will not. They will not embrace the hate. They just keep working against it.